Hi, this is Megavergan, and basically this is a little show I like to do now. This is my second episode. This is criticizing the Bible. Now, this show is for atheists and agnostics, and basically anyone who wants to prove me wrong, that's basically the majority of viewers, are people who want to prove me wrong, pretty much. But anyway, I'll continue on. So here is where I'm going to actually take a break from the Old Testament and go to the New Testament. So here I am going to do Matthew, and of course I'll start with chapter 1. And now, the one I'm going to start with is actually number 17. And it says, "So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations." Okay, from Abraham to David. So let's see. So Abraham started at 1, and David started at 7. Okay, 14 generations. So that's roughly a while ago. And then it says that and David until the carrying away into Babylon are another 14 generations. Okay. And then it says, and from carrying away into Babylon into Christ are 14 generations. So basically, if I add all them up, if I'm right, they're saying total of what, 42 generations? Okay, so, yeah, here's the problem with that. If life basically began somewhere in, I don't know, 6,000 years ago, according to this belief, but really more like, I don't know, 4.5 billion is when Earth was created, in my belief, I would say, or that's what I would believe. And humans are roughly 1.8 million years old. So, and basically that was Paleolithic time. So if you count from that, it wouldn't be, this is considering that they're talking about the beginning. So, anyway, if it's 6,000 years old in this viewpoint, then that means that 4,000 years is the time span of 42 generations. I'm kind of wondering if that's what it's saying, because if it's saying that, then that's not right, considering that a generation is averaged out to 20 years, especially in this time period, because people are lucky to live past 30 back then, most likely, I would say. And number came out to be like 840 years would be 42 generations averaged out like that. So I'm gonna move on, but I'm just saying though, I'm kind of skeptic on that. Now, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I'm saying, assuming that they're talking about the New Testament basically being of like the start. So pretty much, why would they say that that these guys were like, I don't know, like alive back then, if they are not like the main point? But I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking for this part. I mean, there are definitely more that I would like to get onto, so here I go. So basically you got all this other stuff here. And then pretty much I would say, now I just go to 18. Now the birth of Jesus Christ was on the wise, when as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph. Before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Ghost. Now, I don't know exactly what a Holy Ghost is, but I'm assuming that they're talking about God here. Then Joseph, her husband, being just a man, and not willing to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privately. Okay? So I'm guessing that means that he pretended to be the biological father or something. Okay. But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her of the Holy Ghost. So basically, I guess they're saying that God is the father of Jesus. But wait a minute, if they were married, doesn't that violate the seventh commandment, thou shalt not commit adultery? So technically, God committed adultery, being the father of Jesus Christ, basically impregnating the Virgin Mary. So basically, God created adultery. So that because he had somewhat of an affair with Mary. But anyway, continuing on. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. Okay. No evidence of that, really. Now, all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Behold, a virgin shall be with child. Technically, she would not be a virgin if she, gets pregnant, whether directly or indirectly, because babies can be born indirectly you got artificial insemination, basically. That's being born without actually, but anyway, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God with us. Then Joseph, being raised from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord had bidden him, and took unto his wife. Okay, raised from sleep. Okay, I don't really get what they're trying to say there. And know her not till she had brought forth her firstborn son, and called his name Jesus. Wait a minute. So they also say that she called her son Jesus. Okay. And even though, so God is the one that named him? Why would God name him? I don't know, Bible's confusing. Okay, now for chapter 2 of Matthew. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem. Okay, so basically wise men showed up about, 3 days later? Yeah, that is going to take a very long while for them to show up. Basically, if they are, I'm guessing they are very, very far away. Journey 3 days. Why would they journey? I mean, really. Like, how would you know for sure that he is? And how would they know of this? How would they know of this ahead of time, that Jesus was born? I mean, it's not like they had cell phones back then. But then again, what do I know? Maybe they did. Maybe they called out, Joseph or something called the 3 wise men on the cell phone or something like that and said, hey, Jesus was born. And like, oh, sweet, let me see. I'm just going to get my my iPhone and I'm going to take a picture of him. Okay, but anyway, I have to get back. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him, saying, so apparently, or Herod, that's his name. So apparently they heard of it. But let's see, saying, where is that he is born king of the Jews? For we have, but it doesn't describe how they found out. Were they really close to him? Because I thought that in other versions it said that that they traveled a long while. It still proves my point, basically. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Christ should be born. In the land, so let's see. All the chief priests and scribes, he demanded of them where, so where? So it's not telling about them going to Posadas, and then having Jesus be born in a barn. It's not mentioning any of that. And Herod, when he had privily called the wise men. And, okay, so it's basically just repeating the same stuff over and over again. But here you have it. A book that has been, in a bunch of different versions. So just to make matters a little more interesting, I think I'm going to see the King James Version, another version of Matthew chapter 2. But I think I want to go and see, okay, well, I guess I think I actually want to go to chapter 1. This is from 1611. Okay, so this is another, I think this is chapter 1. So this is basically another version of it. So it says, the book generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham, okay, so basically I'll just go from seeing, because I'm just interested to see what this version says, to see if they say different things or if they're the same, just in different languages. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David and until the carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations, and from. So it basically says the same stuff. Okay, I was just curious about that, and next time I might read a different version of something else with this. But anyway, I'm Mega Vergan, and thank you for watching.